Okay, so back in the saddle again here, taking off. We coming back from. Wow, this is really sticking down. Coming back from New York, and on our way over to go to Santa Monica to play the Overdogs, stopping off in Salt Lake City where I've got this one truck. I relocated a driver from Flagstaff to Vegas, and once I get here, I'm gonna buy a new truck, give it to her, and then hire a second driver. I'll explain it all as I go. Excuse me 1 second. Let's see here. So we're going to stop at the Sell Goods. Pick up 42,000 pounds of dry milk. Take it to the Eddies. Oh, the Eddies. That's going to be a tough drop off. But anyway, 17 hours, 80 minutes. I don't even know where I am for sleep, but we're going to do this. Do it together. Hold on. Sunday morning, heading out just after the Thanksgiving weekend. The truck's been here in Salt Lake for a long time now. It's been a long time since I've gotten out here to do this. This is my day tripper too, so I got to be looking for places to stay as I go out there. Where am I on sleep? I'm good on sleep. All right, good. So I don't have to worry.
Okej, ruszajmy.
Too much about that. Start the truck up here. Let's talk about our voice stuff. Was it audio? I thought I took care of everything before I stopped it, but I forgot about that. Alright, what's the lady's name? Polski Anya? Let's go with Eric. Do some Polski there, just to get used to it. Alright, out of this. And back in. Okay. Alright, so, see, it has been a while. In the garage here in Salt Lake. Sorry, I don't want to look around too much and get you sick. I gotta remember my buttons here. Okay, there's my lights. So that's my horn. There's my which wipers. I'm gonna need to go on double here because this is pretty. It's been like 4 months, I think, since I've done this. Okay, let's get her to back up. Yeah, this is my Volvo day tripper. I've got, at this point in the game, I've got two Volvos, two Peterbilts, and two Volvos, two Peterbilts, and two
Przygotuj się do skrętu w prawo. Skręć w prawo.
So that's a little bit much there. So yeah, it's been a little while since I've been in the seat.
Trzymaj się prawej strony, a następnie jedź dalej prosto.
Alright, so we're going to the Sell Goods here
Jedź prosto.
in town. Just turn it right. Right? Boy, I hope so. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm sorry. I could tell he wasn't gonna wait as I made that move. I always get that one wrong. I think I'm taking the right there.
Trzymaj się prawej strony, a następnie skręć w prawo.
I don't know if it turned the sound up on this
Skręć
thing
w
or
prawo.
down. Alright, going on the 201. The beehives on the sign.
Przygotuj się do skrętu w prawo.
Alright. Nobody on the tracks here.
Skręć w prawo.
Interstate 80. You can see the sun coming up behind us there in the rear view. So, excuse me, not used to talking. Kind of gonna be a long trip in our day tripper here. But the plan again is I've got 6 trucks. Excuse me, I'm sorry. 6 trucks, 5 drivers. So right now I can hire another driver. but I just took one of my drivers off the road. I maxed out my credit. As a new driver, I wouldn't recommend you max out the credit. I did it wrong when I started off, and I maxed out the credit, and it took a while to get back into it. You're kind of in debt for a while. I think you want to, when you're starting off, you just want to borrow enough money to do the very next thing you're looking at, which is usually just get that truck, get that garage. Where I'm at right now, I've got 3 garages. I'm headquartered in Vegas. Hold on a second.
Jedź
Oh,
prosto.
cripes. Whoa, jeez. That was the last second. I'm headquartered in Las Vegas. I've got a garage in Flagstaff. And I've got a garage in up here in Salt Lake. Obviously, this last one, Salt Lake's the one I just bought. All of them are level 3. I upgraded my main garage in Vegas, so they're all 3 bay garages. The one in Phoenix I own with Pete. Shared real estate there. So, and like I said, I've got 5 drivers. I've got 9 bays. So the plan is I just bought my 6th truck. I could buy my 7th. And I'm gonna hire 2 more drivers.
Trzymaj się lewej strony.
So obviously then eventually, and that's once I get there, it should be pretty easy to pay off my loans even though I maxed them out. 7
Przygotuj
drivers
się do
forward.
skrętu w prawo.
I've been to this Sell Goods more than
Skręć w
one
prawo.
occasion. We've got a Live from the Hive, which Pete and I do these, we call the games the Beewolves. That's our main job right now. We're 18 games into the season.
To była miła przejażdżka.
And for a Live from the Hive, which is our bi-weekly player movement stuff and training, we do a live show there, and I'll tell you all about it in a second. All right, freight market. That's right, I'm going from here, Salt Lake, down to there, to dry milk, right? Otherwise, they're going to Vegas. I know Paul's Moab, but I'm going to Vegas, or Flagstaff, because there's a international dealer down there. Okay, so I'm going to take this job,
Jedź bezpiecznie.
and there's a trailer. All right, thanks, buddy, wherever they're at. So Live from the Hive, we do this, this bi-weekly live show, and actually our next sponsor is Sell Goods. So we're talking a little bit. What we do is we do a sponsorship. We show a little clip about companies who sponsor the show, and they're all American trucks into their companies, because we just use that for for flavor. So we've done Bushnell, stuff like that. Hold on a second, I'm gonna have to roll my window down for this, right? My head out in the rain. But Sell Goods is the next one we're gonna talk about. They do a little 40-second promo before that. Of course, the facility we got video of is the one in Kingman, Arizona. Because this one's up in Salt Lake, and we try and do the businesses throughout the state of Arizona, because we own Arizona Beewolves. Back up here, I actually remembered. Alright, I'm gonna step outside here and take a look. 1 second. Alright, there's the long trailer. Walk around it. It's a canvas cover. Looking good there in the Volvo. We're going to take these. So it's a refrigerated trailer with milk. Basically, Sell Goods is as you learn, but if you watch the Live from the Hive, it's a middle market distribution, goods distributor. So they buy from suppliers and they sell to larger companies like Eddy's or Walbert, stuff like that. So I'm going to hit this button here. crank this thing on, get the power going. There we go, lights are on, we're good. And these are all the camera angles. There you go. Alright, so if I take her out of, put it shifted gear here and I go, and then park. So now I can start to pull away. You'll get to see me pull out of here. I've done this camera angle here before. I don't know if it's the smartest because I can't see the gate, so I gotta get back inside. So they're opening the gate. Alright, leave the Subnets here in Salt Lake. If you're familiar with the sorry, my window's closed. Trucking in Salt Lake City is a big trucking hub in real life.
Przygotuj się do skrętu w prawo.
If you look for jobs in Salt Lake,
Skręć w prawo.
large portion of them are logistics companies and so forth. Okay, I gotta stop something. It's a recommendation, not a rule.
Jedź prosto.
There's a driver that does a weblog by the name of Shelby. I forget what her name is. It's called, whoa. Her blog is called Happiness by the Mile. She's based out of Salt Lake City. Again, that's in real life. So, but yeah, here we're going to Salt Lake down to Arizona. So the weather sure change throughout. And this is our newest Volvo day tripper. I just thought I'd trick out the steering wheel there a little bit, make it interesting. The rain's already starting to come back a little bit. I guess this truck isn't built for anything super heavy. Going up this hill like 20 miles an hour, I think I need to like shift gears or something. I'm not gonna make it up this hill all the way. Take a look at our trailer. The rain is slowing down here. Whew. Yeah, I haven't really even driven this truck much. So the truck that I drive, did it stop raining? I think so. I can't tell. I think it did stop raining. The truck that I normally drive is in the garage. And again, like I said, Lenka, one of my drivers that was driving out of Flagstaff, I had 3 drivers in Flagstaff. I relocated her to Las Vegas. And she just transferred out
Trzymaj
there.
się lewej strony, a następnie skręć w lewo.
Because I had no one in Vegas. Oops. So I just sent her out there. I'm gonna transfer myself to Vegas eventually after I get her and one other driver. But I wanted someone there for the time being, so she's there now. And she's gonna remain there. What time is it? Where's my clock? 10:03. Oh, I can shut my lights off. Alright, are these the lights? Yeah, okay. So yeah, she's gonna remain in Vegas. Let's see, I don't want to go up there. I'm heading south, right? Until I get down there, and she's there right now without a truck. So she's one of my other, 4 drivers. I only have 3 driving right now. She's got a little bit of a break while she relocates. It's kind of what's going on.
Trzymaj się lewej strony.
That guy just disappeared. Yeah, that was a bad kind of glitch. Yeah, buddy. Chaluzao. Sorry. Going across these too. I guess I didn't consider how difficult it was going to be to carry this load. You know? This truck this is built for shorter, lighter trailers. Alright, making our way south out of Salt Lake here. This is kind of cool. It's like a little water park. It's pretty neat. I don't know what park that is. Oh, I don't know how fast I'll be able to go. I'm hoping to go 55 at least. This is crazy. I'm literally standing on the gas pedal. I got somebody trying to come in too. Building the future, they are bitumen. The mining there. Strip mining. Yeah, boy, I'm just going 50 here. This is ridiculous. Yeah, so our next Live at the Hive is coming up. We just had, well, this game airs, so we would have had our sell goods. This year is after we're in New York playing wide loads. This is about as fast as I can go. This could take me a while getting there, folks. Set my cruise, but I'm just going 55. This is weird. I didn't think this engine was so weak on this thing. Anyway, the Beewolves are much improved. That we're playing with right now. I'm actually just going to set this thing because I'm tired of pushing on the throttle. Beewolves are much improved. Started the season, like our first 11 games, we were 1-10. It's just insane. Not good at all. And we've turned things around now. There was 2 moves, so. We're out by Provo, Utah right now. 2 big moves. First one we had because we weren't getting any hits, we were looking for contact people. So we ended up letting go of a young first baseman we had that had a lot of power, Kobe King. And he was going to be our home run hitter. But in his first 25 at bats, he not only didn't have any home runs, but he didn't have any hits. So we let him go, picked up another first base woman, Laura Franco. What is with my... Let me make sure, hold on a second, let me make sure something's not wrong with my settings here. Because this is crazy. I don't have any torque on this thing at all. Hold on a second here. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, this guy let me out? Thanks, buddy. Come here. Alright, there we go. Cool. Well, let's see if this works more. Maybe I've got a little bit better pickup now that I'm kind of open the hood and take a look at something down there. But may not affect things entirely, but I couldn't read what that sign said, but I may just not have much. This truck may not be built for 40,000 pounds of, 21 tons of milk. This is a little day tripper, so I may have made a poor choice in what I'm hauling here. This could be a long haul for this little truck that could. I got rigs behind me that are passing me. So I've done some other games. I'm trying to get back in all my titles into the well, I am drifting. I need a new wheel and pedal, so it's not so sensitive. Car Mechanic Simulator. Got under the hoods of a few different cars. The guy behind me doesn't know whether to pass me or not. I'm going just too slow. I gotta get up at least 55. It keeps going to go around me. I'm gonna set the cruise right there. And then I'll let it struggle with 55. But this guy's gonna be changing lanes all over. Becomes a little more arid downstate here. Yeah, he's going back and forth. I'm going to see if I can pick up some more speed around this corner. I need a downhill where I can really stretch my legs. Selena. Up ahead here. Got a few trucks back there that are hoping to get around me. Got his signal on like he's trying to turn. All good for gas and everything. Alright, here we go. Maybe I can get it going here a little bit. Top gear. Yeah, I figured this would be a little day tripper that my other driver, what's her face, Lenko, can take around Vegas, maybe even, as far down as Phoenix or something, just shorter runs, smaller trailers, kind of a thing. Alright, here I'm picking up some speed. So come off this right about here. 60. Alright, there I got my cruise. Alright, so now I can try and keep up with whatever. There's a camper going by here. So yeah, after this, heading on out to LA, the Los Angeles area, to play the Overdogs in Santa Monica. Our old team. This will be the first time Pete and I are going to be going up against the team that we used to call games for. First season we called games for the Freebooters. Second season for the Overdogs, and those teams never played each other while we were calling their games. So this is the first time that we'll have a team we're calling now, that the Arizona Beewolves will be in Swagger Center there in Santa Monica, and calling for the other team. So it'll be neat to see some of the old players that we became accustomed to, but I can't recall who's going to pitch against us, so that'll be key. But yeah, the Beewolves have been a huge turnaround. All of a sudden they're getting it from their starting pitchers, and they're starting to hit too, so it's been a nice fun turnaround. We got a 44 game season, so it's a big season. It's not a short little run. That factors into things. And we got a chance. They were 4.5 games out. We're not even at the halfway point. here. Historic Cove Fort. It's one of those. So yeah, I know Utah is one of those states where they've got some of these scenic outlooks. So I'm guessing that's probably one of them up there. Where's it off here? Not sure where. Let's see, maybe coming down the ramp. Oh, is that it over there? Sorry, I try not to move too fast. My head movements, so I know that'll mess with your head. 1:57 p.m., 86 degrees. What we got here? Don't drink and drive. So yeah, and I obviously I picked up Colorado. So I got Colorado and Idaho, two states that I can go to that I've never been to yet. And in this one, I was checking it out earlier. One of my options was to take a load from Salt Lake over to Pueblo, where I've been in real life, so it would be interesting to see that. But again, my key focus at this point here, other than just getting back on the road, because it's been a long time, is to try and sorry. Try and get to it. International dealer out there in Flagstaff. It's hard to tell from that angle, how that thing's going to go. I always mess around with those different views, but it's a little bit tough. Now, I think you saw in my settings, I got my trailer stability marked all the way down because I like it to react as much, Cedar City, as much like an actual trailer as possible. And I know that you can cause damage to your cargo. Too much movement, so it gets you to treat things with some respect. Check back at our trailer, looks good. Yeah, it's no frills, this Volvo that I got here. I'm trying to look around slow again, not to make you sick. Cedar City, Utah. You can look that up on a map to see how far we've gone already. Obligatory hotels out here. Is that glove? The Bug's glove? I think I saw stuff like that in Vegas. There's Yoops. I dig it. South Maine, 1 mile, okay. So yeah, lovely Cedar City, Utah. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, so we're on the channel. We got Phasmophobia. We play a little bit more of. Like I said, when Pete and I try to do stuff that matches where we are geographically, or I try to get stuff on my channel that matches where we are geographically. We're in Tacoma. I did lighthouse down there. We get to places where we can golf. We golf. When I get to Tacoma, I did my car mechanic simulator because that's where I've got that garage at. When we're in New York, I do the cooking simulator because it looks like a New York restaurant, so that kind of builds the flavor there. And then when we go out to Los Angeles, that's where we've got that south central California farm in a town called Ravenswood, but it would be up like by Santa Maria, I think, on this map. So when we go out and play the Overdogs, Pete and I will do another farm simulator, because it's been a while since we've been out to check on J&G Farms, see how that's doing. We got people managing it for us, but I think we still have to plant corn coming up here. We got a cornfield that we harvested that needs sowing. So that's a full game. We decided there's a few games that we play. Sometimes we could do like a baseball game and then follow it up with the Live from the Hive, or even with golf, which is an hour or whatnot. I gotta check my draw distance on this now, because it seems like stuff is kind of annoyingly drawing in at a visible distance. East Hurricane.
Trzymaj się prawej strony, a następnie zjedź w prawo.
Good to know. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh gosh.
Zjedź w prawo.
Oh man, there's my... Oh great. Jeez, I wasn't even paying attention, but now they got that thing closed off.
Obliczenie nowej trasy.
Well, hopefully this doesn't get me too bad. Show map.
Showing map.
I have to go here. Okay, I'm not going far. Just turn around St. George. Sunday night, 16. Oh, I gotta sleep too. Maybe I'll sleep in St. George here. Show waybill.
Showing current job information.
What did I do there?
Trzymaj się prawej strony, a następnie zjedź
Close
w prawo.
panel.
Turning info panel off.
I wonder if I should stop in St. George
Zjedź w
here
prawo.
for the night. Because this may not be a bad idea.
Trzymaj się lewej strony.
Hold on, let me pull up to the light here and I'll check things out. Oops. Hold on a second here. Let's take a look in St. George. 2 question marks. The home store. Okay, there's nothing here. Oops. We're running a little low on sleep, right? I forget how to take one off. So we're getting close to losing sleep, but our next stop is going to be out here. I think we could make that. Right? Yeah, we'll stay here right on the border. We're going to take the 389, 89A once we turn on the 89. That's where we'll go. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that too
Znaleziono
much.
sygnał GPS. System gotowy do pracy.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm up in the dirt. Ooh. Did you see that? I almost got that sign.
Trzymaj się lewej strony, a następnie zjedź w lewo.
I've been through St. George here. I've actually been on this stretch of road.
Zjedź w lewo.
In real life. Sorry, I'm adjusting in my seat here. In real life, I've been on this stretch of road heading through here, so it's kind of cool to see it in game. I think I'm off at this next exit, I believe. Zion National Park. Yeah, we came up through St. George and we went to Zion. So we took this very same route in real life. We came from my brother-in-law's in Vegas out this way. Went to Zion National Park, went up to Moab.
Trzymaj się prawej strony, a następnie zjedź w prawo. Zjedź w prawo.
That was funny about my
Trzymaj się lewej strony, a następnie skręć w lewo. Przeliczam trasę. Jedź prosto.
about my thing. And there was hotels that were building out here this way. The hotel that we stayed in was being newly constructed. This is a beautiful stretch of road heading out towards Zion. Hurricane Valley. Definitely been through here, and it looks just like this. But no, it was funny about my throttle, how it wasn't giving 100%. It was like I had engine problems. Oh boy, oh boy. Brake lights.
Jedź prosto.
So yeah, this is like we were going on a, oh my gosh, scenic tour. I didn't expect this tight turn here. Going over the river. Kind of neat.
Trzymaj się prawej strony, a następnie skręć w prawo.
I thought I remember seeing that H in real life. I forget what town that is.
Skręć w prawo.
You know? Patriots Military Antiques, very nice. Doodles, goodies. I'll put my windows down, I guess. It's nice out, right? 98 degrees. Although that's a little much, right? Whoops. Now maybe I'll put the windows back up, sorry. 'Cause that's not just loud, but it's hot. It's almost 100 degrees. This is going to be a bear of a road to drive around. And I am going to start getting tired. I've driven down the whole state of Utah thus far. It's got a nice little GPS on it, nothing too special, but I know there's the nudes steering wheel. So Pete and I do a lot of hunting. Hunting is one of those games where it's the game you do that night, because we can easily go 2 hours hunting if we're out in the Yukon or whatever. I think I'm hoping next to do Hirschfeld and out in Germany. Pete just did, so I go out here to Salt Lake to take the truck down, and he goes out to Silver Ridge Peaks, his favorite hunting reserve. And he's doing some turkey hunting out that way, so check his channel out, PJ Play. Wait, no, is it PJ Play? Or is it just Pete J? He's got a Twitch and a YouTube channel. I forget which one is which one. But Pete, if you watch this, you can comment, send a link to your own channel. I know I watch Pete's broadcast. I saw Pete drive out to Colorado. He went out, got his right away and drove out there right away. I'm doing this a little bit more organically. I'm going kind of places I need to go. But I'm also trying to go places that I've never been. You know, obviously I've been to Flagstaff many times before, but in principle I'm moving my truck there. Did I pass? I didn't pass the rest stop yet, did I? Next time I come to a stop, I'm going to have to look and see. I hope I didn't pass my rest stop. Yeah, so my plan is to get out there to Flagstaff so I could deliver this truck there and then buy a new one at the international dealer. What is this? Hilldale? I gotta check my GPS to see if there's the Arizona Little Shepherd's Inn. And there's a sign, welcome to Arizona. Arizona State Line. The Beewolves are Colorado City.
Trzymaj się prawej strony.
There's the Tidbit, Colorado City. I'm gonna start getting tired soon. Let's see. Show map. Show map.
Showing map.
I don't see this bend up here. I'm hoping it's coming up soon. There's the 389. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little tired. Did I miss my thing? I'm gonna wait a second and see if I start to see something pop up on there, because I'm gonna need that overnight stay. I need a hotel because I got a day trip. Looks like I got a left turn coming up here. Yeah. Fredonia.
Trzymaj się lewej strony,
Creek.
a następnie skręć w lewo.
What the guy said, right? Nice looking little town here.
Skręć w lewo.
Fredonia. I can't tell if they stop. Oops, oh, is this? No, I don't have it up here. This is a nice little town here. I can't sleep here. Looks like a nice little pullout, doesn't it? It's like a great little pullout, actually. I would have liked to stay there. Alright, shoot, and 89A. I think, well, that is lag. I think I'm okay. So I think I'm okay. As I dip down, and I think I'll come out around here. I should have checked my map though when I was at that stop. Cripes. Let's see here. I'm tired. So I get off 89. I think that it bends east. It's my 3:56 a.m. Monday. So I'm gonna add 8 hours to it. So we're at 55. Nice ranching out here. We're back in. Okay, yeah, there it is. Close panel. Close panel.
Turning info panel off.
Is it kind of, all right, here we're coming into Utah. Let's see, I'm coming over my stop. Here we've driven all day through Utah. Here's Kanab. I've been through here in game before.
Trzymaj się prawej strony, a następnie skręć w prawo.
Refrigerated truck full of milk.
Skręć w prawo.
Scratch Bravo, right? Where's this thing? It's going to be up on the left. So I'm going to stay on the left, El Mercado there. Get like one more yawn. There's a tacos Mexican grill. Here's the nice little cemetery. Alright, so this thing is going to be up here on the left. Looks like it's a gas station. Alright, there we go.
Trzymaj się prawej strony, a następnie jedź dalej prosto.
It's going to work for us.
Jedź prosto. Szukanie nowej trasy.
I know, my eyes are dimming.
Zawróć, jeśli to możliwe. Ale tam mieliśmy... Nieważne, znajdę nową trasę. Zawróć.
Alright, there's a hotel in town here to stay at. So I'm going to do that. After I pull right up in here. Okay. This thing can park. Shut her down. Take a look outside here. Hear the crickets? Big flash sale at Eddy's. We're heading to Eddy's with all this milk. Nice. Look at this out here. Isn't it beautiful? It really is like, Utah really is like this. Alright, so yeah, I know, I'm gonna walk into town there and stay someplace, but right now I'm gonna turn this off at the enter button. That's a much needed rest. Get up early in the morning. Brandon L took some money in there. Monday, 5:46 a.m. This is where we're gonna go from here straight down to Flagstaff. We're just barely over the border in Utah. So that's how we're gonna roll. Okay. Hopped inside, got ourselves some breakfast. Let's see here, start her up. Where are we at on fuel? Gonna half a tank. Gonna have a tank of gas. I think we can make it. Let's see here. Let's check this out. Let's check our map out. See where we're at. We're heading out of here. Gonna go through Page. Pass through that there. How far? 409 miles. 7 hours, 50 minutes. Down to Flagstaff. I think worst case scenario, we can get off at this truck stop on 89. East of Grand Canyon. So we'll check that out there. When we pass through Page, that'll be our... Actually, it's going to be when we pass 160. We're going to take note of where we're at, because there's nothing between there and Flagstaff, so we got to make sure we make that last gap. All right, mark things down in our book here. Show waybill. Show waybill.
Showing current job information.
All right, next we need it there. Monday 7:32 to 2 p.m. Okay. All right, we'll make it there on time. Hey, look at that. John's bringing in 14 grand. See, you get drivers working for you, really start paying the bills. Close panel.
Turning info panel off.
All right, out there, put this in gear. All right. Now we can put our windows down while we're leaving town, right? Just while we're leaving. All right. We could get gas here, but I'm kind of of the whole thinking, why? Why not just get gas when we go back? And I could have gone through the drive-thru, and nothing's open.
Znajdźmy inną trasę.
Nothing's open at 5:32 a.m.
Trzymaj się prawej strony, a następnie jedź dalej prosto.
Gallon is one of these places we did on our...
Ale tam mieliśmy, nieważne, znajdę nową trasę.
We covered the Gallon in Flagstaff.
Zawróć, kiedy będzie to możliwe.
Now we're taking a left out here.
Skręć w prawo.
Can't see behind my mirror up there. I'm 89 going out. Oh, there's the hotel. There's the hotel we didn't stay in. I got a day tripper, so I would have been in there. That's nice. That looks like the hotel we stayed at when we went out to Zion. Sorry. But this isn't Zion, actually. I mean, it's out along this way. 73, we're driving with the windows down. And the temperature climbs, we'll close the windows. It's nice to get the fresh air this early in the morning, you know? See the rock formations. Gotta be careful with this 20 tons of milk we're bringing out to the Eddies. I forgot. This is kind of a. Sorry, I gotta get situated. This is kind of a windy stretch of road between. Down the Flagstaff. I've been on this before. You don't want to take turns too quickly. I got milk back there. It's not like we're carrying steel pipe. Brakes. The guy behind me could just learn to deal with it. So the traffic's going right, so I have a chance to get around it. There you go, buddy. In fact, I'm going to let off the gas and let him go around. Come on, pal. For real? It's your choice, buddy. I just got out of your way. Here we are again. Grand Canyon. National Recreation. Down in Arizona. We're coming up on Arizona. I think this is the Arizona border. Spent the night here before. In the car, actually, when I was driving down to Salt Lake, doing the Great American Road Trip. Out. There's the Arizona sign. We're now in Beewolves country. I gotta pull in here and do this. Yeah, that's where I stopped with my car. Whoops. I actually parked right there.
Szukanie nowej trasy.
I think in that second spot. Spent the night. Try this here. Gross weight 76. Alright. Thank you, folks. Have a good one. Sorry, I'm lining up here. Actually, just get a little too cordial. 77 degrees. Alright, I think it's time to put the windows up, right? Windows up to get the air going. kind of drifted around on that one. It's usually about, oh, it's 7:55. I think I can, 8 o'clock, I'll turn my lights off, right? The cars still have their lights on here. Coming up into, this is Page, right on the other side of the canyon here. Discovered a new viewpoint. Where? Oh, up ahead here. Oh, we want, ooh, look at the dam. I think we want to turn in and see this viewpoint, right? This is our first ever. But we have to get, this isn't the way to do this. This is not the way to do this. But we're doing it. Oh. Okay, here goes. The Glen Canyon Dam Bridge. I shouldn't do this. You should do this legit. Not by parking across the road. There's somebody right behind me, for crying out loud. And now I'm stopping traffic. And I don't even know what it's going to look like when I get out of this. But look at that baby. It's impressive, right? Like you hear the crickets and bugs and stuff. Yeah, look at that. Blocking traffic, and I'm facing the wrong direction. It's going to be a nightmare getting out of this thing. I'm sorry. This is not what you do. You got to do it legit. The power generation there at the dam. There's the downriver portion. Obviously, it's not the reservoir. Very neat. And back to our traffic jam that I've caused. Colorado Beverage Company there. And there's me blocking traffic. At least there's nobody coming straight ahead. Alright, let's get back in it. Let's get back in this. Sorry. Oh, they're waiting out that way. Well, that was nice of them, because they did not have to. That was ugly. Alright, we won't do that anymore. That was, and there's a police car there even. I apologize, people. Come on, I live in this state.
Przygotuj się do skrętu w lewo. Skręć w
How come
lewo.
it shows me going right and... Hold on a second here. Why would it have me going in there and then coming back out? I'm just going straight. That doesn't make any sense. Sorry. That's got to be a glitch of some sort. I'm sorry, people. Everybody behind me. I got plenty of fuel too. Maybe it's just thinking.
Obliczenie nowej trasy.
That's where I would go to fuel up. Canyon out there.
Przygotuj się do skrętu w lewo.
Now, why does it have me going both ways here? Oh, gosh. What the heck is going on? Why does it so badly want me to loop around through Page? I'm not. I'm just heading south on 89 to Flagstaff.
Skręć w lewo.
So there's that
Ale tam mieliśmy, nieważne,
simulator
znajdę
squad
nową trasę.
game out. Looks pretty darn fun. Pete and I still have flashing lights, which is a fire / police / emergency medical simulator thing. Oh. And that's still a lot of fun. We still like doing that. But this new fire squad thing looks like it has some similarities, but it's got a lot of extra stuff, and the graphics are really pretty nice. So, I don't know, we'll keep an eye on that one. They got the Steam Thanksgiving sales now for games coming out, and I really don't need any more games. Yet I was considering a couple that are super cheap. Crew 2 is less than $10. Crusader Kings 3, I'm gonna get that eventually, so I just don't know whether I'll do it now or not. I don't have a whole lot of single player game time. Pete and I are doing baseball so often that there's not a whole lot of time to do these other things, especially grand campaign type stuff. But I eventually want to get to that because I want to do some short story writing, and I want to use that as a basis of my backdrop, historical fiction. So that's the thinking there. Wow, it's local time. It's 1:20. I gotta get this load done so I go to bed. It's Thanksgiving night right now, so out here in the Chicago area, which is why I've got family in from out of town that's visiting. So that's nice. Did I turn my lights off? Okay, I can shut the lights off. It's so late in the day. Yeah, that's why I get that problem. It's 8:30. I don't even know what I'm doing. Speed limit is 65, so I'm going to go 55. But I don't really even know how well I hold it at that. I mean, these trucks behind me, it looks like they're ready to go 65. But I know it can get bendy in this area. My GPS isn't showing that far out ahead of me. Show waybill.
Showing current job information.
Dry milk. So I'm doing 40, no, so it's not refrigerated milk, it's powdered milk and stuff. 41,000 pounds to the Eddies in Flagstaff? How are they going to use that much dry milk? I guess it's a year's supply. But, 5 hours and 24 minutes, so they need me there by 2:12. Oh boy. Going around that turn too fast. Drifting lanes. Alright. Close panel.
Turning info panel off.
Bring me 20 grand though. We'll be alright. Here we go, coming down the hill straight away. Slap that cruise control on. Dry Arizona out here. I don't think we did a live from the hive where we had a sponsor
Trzymaj się prawej strony.
page. Oh, I think I've got this roundabout up here. To slow down around this area, but yeah, some of these trucks these guys are following me all the way down towards Flagstaff. Looks like some of these guys are taking the same route. 90 degrees. Sun's baking on the pavement out here. It's dry heat. But yeah, some of those same trucks those are the guys that were behind me out in Glen Canyon. So we did one, I think it was the bitumen promo in the Grand Canyon Village. Why does it show me going back the other way? This thing's got my my route all messed up.
Na rondzie zjedź drugim zjazdem.
Because it had that
Zjedź z ronda.
over by
Przeliczam trasę.
what's it called? my page. It's got me doing like, I think because I accidentally clicked on my map back in Utah and I laid a waypoint and I didn't know how to undo it. I guess I could have done clear GPS, but I didn't want it to take my whole route off. I wanted to get me to the destination. I'm good. At this point, there's really no, that's the last, I think, junction, major junction before Flagstaff. We're just starting to see the trees here. They start to become more common, a little bit greener towards Flagstaff. And then we come in from the east edge of town. I don't know if that's, what's it called? I should know the name of the mountain, the town where I've got one of my hubs. So yeah, it's going to be a few more trucks and drivers before I build another garage anywhere. So I'm not even considering that now. I'm going to need 9 drivers and trucks to fill my garages before I like that farm out there. It's kind of neat. Coconino National Forest. We're getting close. So yeah, it's going to be a little while before I look at buying another garage. I don't even know where that'll be. Right now I've got the 5 drivers. I think I'm going to get 7. And then it'll be another 2 drivers and 2 trucks before I even start thinking about having a garage. And right now I've got one in Nevada, one in Arizona, one up in Utah. So this one here is close. Just I think an hour and a half north of Phoenix. I believe something like that. Which is where our Beewolves play. For Flagstaff, the Live at the High, we do the gallon oil in Flagstaff. Which I may be stopping there for gas on my next run. I think I'm gonna buy this truck. I don't think I'm gonna buy it right now though. I'm gonna have to buy it on my next episode because I gotta wrap this up and go to bed. But I know where the Eddy's is though. It's take a right up here, I think. There's the Museum Club. They may do a sponsorship for one of our Live at the Hives. Hamburgers
Jedź
throughout
prosto.
the Southwest. Yeah, there's the Museum Club. Over at 66 here in Flagstaff. There's a gallon truck right there. There's one of those guys. I wonder if he's going to deliver. Nice convertible in front of us. I haven't worked on a car like that yet. Alright, making our way to Eddy's. The next block over. Flagstaff. Home is Phoenix.
Trzymaj się prawej strony,
Home
a
garage.
następnie skręć w prawo.
Here in Flagstaff. Okay.
Skręć w prawo.
Yeah, there's the gallon is up ahead. Up there is one street over. I'm good. Here to go. I'm good.
Przygotuj się do skrętu w prawo.
This Eddy's is tough though. I'm gonna need
Skręć w
to
prawo.
pull it in there. So knowing Eddy's kind of helps you approach this. I should have actually come around the block deliver on that side. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to come in to the right there and back around it. Alright, so... clear that wall. I'm just barely. Jeez. Hey, dude. Yeah, I've even delivered to this very Eddy's before, and it is not. It's not a level 1 driving thing. This could take me a minute because I'm not, it's been a while since I drove, so. Wait a minute. Alright, this is gonna have to happen a little. This may take a minute. Check my traffic on both sides. Whoa. This is not working like I had hoped. Ooh. Alright, hold on. How is that close to center? Ooh, look at that. Boy, oh boy. I'll get it. I'll get it. It's not going to be pretty. Alan said it was going to be pretty. It's going to take another time or so here to... this. There we go. We're locked in. Wait a second. To skip the... No, I don't want to skip it. There we are. Okay. Alright, let's put this in park and step out first. Take a look. Make sure this is something that we can live with. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, right? That's going to be... The trailer's mostly out. Mostly on the line. They'll run a ramp down there. Bring in the eddies here. Sounds good to us. Alright, so now I gotta put the... So now I gotta... Wait. T-bar, right? Yeah. Yeah, level 20, baby. Alright, continue. We gotta add to one more, right? We've got 3 of everything. We don't have 3 here, so we got hazmat, explosive, flammable, corrosive. Wait, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm supposed to have a 1, right? Class 1 explosives, dynamites, fireworks, or ammunition. Okay. Alright, very good. Now, yeah, I guess from here I'm gonna go, hold on a second here. I'm gonna go to my garage, it's right around the block, and then I'll go to get the truck dealer the next time around.
Do roboty.
Okay. Oh, that's the angle. Okay. All right, so we're leaving Eddy's here. There's the trailer of dried milk. Brought that from up in Salt Lake City all the way down here to Flagstaff. And Eddy's is going to use that. We still haven't done an Eddy's thing for Live Dive yet, but we're going to be doing it in the not too distant future. That wasn't too painful. I mean, I did bang the curb, I think, or maybe even the right. But yeah, if you're new to this, if you're a new driver, Eddy's is not a level 1 job.
Przygotuj się do skrętu w prawo. Skręć w prawo.
LaRue Street, I should say.
Przygotuj się do skrętu w prawo.
He took his load out of the Voltason
Skręć
when
w
he
prawo.
went to Colorado. Cherry Avenue. Walbert here in Flagstaff, at least at Walbert Distribution Center. And here's
Skręć w prawo.
the truck headquarters. Pete and I both own this
Kolejna trasa za nami.
building in
Oby
Flagstaff. This used to be Pete's headquarters. It is now my... Stop the engine here. Well, I don't want to rest yet. No, but I'm going to end it here. Oh, yeah, so let's see. Here we are in the garage in Flagstaff. Eddy's on the next block. Voltason just down the street there. Pete and I had this garage. It used to be his headquarters. It was my secondary shop. And now it's my main... You know, I'm mostly based in... Now it's both of our secondary shops. But anytime we're in Flagstaff, we could spend the night here and stuff like that. It's like an office away from, you know. And then if you go, let's see if we go outside. Yeah, there's the building. All right, so yeah, the next time around, then I'm going to go to Here, we'll be on the ground right down here. Next time around, we're going to go to the dealership, get a new truck, ship this one to Vegas for Lenka, and then I'll drive that truck maybe down to Phoenix or something, and then ship that truck to Vegas, hire a new driver there, and then ship my other truck to Vegas, I think. And I'll be headquartered. Maybe I'll headquarter I'm going to headquarter myself I'll station myself here in Flagstaff since we call games down in Phoenix. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.